Welcome to Change Pace Poetry number 69. My name is Leland Jamieson. I'll be reading to you from In Vitro, the final poem of section 5. It tends to be a little long. It's somewhat philosophical, but those who are UFO enthusiasts may find it interesting because it considers the first visit by aliens to the planet Earth. So I welcome you, and I'll tell you the occasion for this was the Stonewalk journey back in 2004. It was a meditation. The poem consists of two short and one long meditation of three individuals who accompanied a 1,400-pound granite memorial stone honoring unknown civilians killed in war. It was on the Marlborough-East Hampton leg of its journey from on a caisson from Boston to New York City, and this was in July of 2004. It's written with thanks to Zachariah Sitchin, and it's written for GKJ, who profoundly longs for peace. First meditation is entitled The Leader of the Stonewalk, Deep in Thought. Poor Dad, poor Mom, I hike for you today and every day of our Stonewalk to bring to folks fresh mindfulness. War's not the way, won't do. Invading nations we would slingshot bombs at from beneath a Delta wing. Iraqi nationals will bravely die protecting homeland from the eagle's eye. I shout, Route 66's most dreaded hill. It drops, then climbs 200 upright feet till 1 mile off it crests. It'll test our will. I hope some locals at the bottom greet us, help us with a hand up in this heat. We'll zip right up the hill at quite a clip if joined by hands in sweaty fellowship. Second meditation is Grandma is rounding up her grandchildren and husband and getting them all into the car. Hustle, kids, Grandpa too. We can't be late to help them labor up that steep ascent. From Beantown they have pulled and pushed dead weight, unknown civilians killed in war, blood spent to fatten arms makers who won't relent. She broods. World leaders, males on puppet strings, are fleeing lemmings. They dream they'll sprout wings. Truth is, Earth will surely welcome it. Our politicians now are leading us into extinction. We have grown unfit as stewards of good Earth. We're ludicrous. It won't help us to read Leviticus. A root-deep change of heart is what we need, but people cannot, deep down, let go greed. Arriving early, we await the stone near Flood Road at the bottom of the dale. The sun burns down. Our grandkids moan and groan until the caisson and its stone unveil details that draw them like the Holy Grail. Unknown civilians killed in war is cut in granite. Fingers probe stone's scuttlebutt. And now the third. Grandpa, behind the caisson, musing, pushes on the stone. The level dale is easy, though the road soon angles up to climb 200 feet in half a mile, and I will need a goad to urge my striving heart in drip sweat heat, and prod my thighs, which soon will want to cheat. I contemplate the polished stone at hand. I will keep faith with folks, as we have planned. I picture glacial milk in plunging stream, in throbbing heart and artery, in vein, flowing in hands that move this stone we teem. We're living boulders, a glacier's moraine. I, rock, now press into the stone's domain with 20 others, merging with their souls in gleaming granite, which now slower rolls. Behind, 2 monks' shaved scalps glisten in sun. They're chanting Buddhist hymns. They peal a bell and strike 2 gongs they carry on the rum. Up front, within the caisson steering shell, Benny and June belts out its comic spell. The music, mod and ancient, front and rear, touch me with whimsy. I grin, ear to ear. Huge tractor trailers hurtling down on roaring jack brakes toot and flash a V with fingers that are white and black and brown. I feel in heart and thighs fresh cogency, draw strength from truckers' solidarity. Most all of those who lose their lives in war are non-coms, not the military corps. Those truckers' buddies, non-coms in Iraq, blown up supplying human needs, not arms. They've brought the message home. This war's a crock. All wars are. Ancient cuneiform disarms us all of glory, roused up with alarms by gold and power-obsessed Anunnaki playing the role of gods. What Jabberwocky! I brood. Why do we still fight wars for God against opposing faiths, while both sides claim sole righteousness, sole deity? How odd. We train our soldiers never to feel shame if they can kill or permanently maim the infidel upon the other side, no matter that this all is fratricide. Hard on my roadside thigh, a truck downshifts not once but twice, and finds the gear to drive its load. Black diesel soot swirls down and drifts and lifts and blows away, and on we strive. Its muffler stack, radiant, broils me alive. The 14-wheeler, steel I-beams its load, struggles as much as we to climb this road. I glimpse my flush-faced school year's wife, friend and wife, mom to our own 2 long-since grown-up kids. We've 47 years of married life. Waiting, our grandkids chirped like katydids about the Stonewalk, each one upping bids on how they pictured it. Now they don't chat. They're mindful. Seems they know where it's at. I ponder, why must man believe he's first in all the universe to transit space, to rocket astronauts around in thirst for understanding of his planet's place? He dares not look himself straight in the face and turns away the cuneiform's clay mirror, renouncing what could make his knowledge clearer. The Anunnaki sent from Nibiru to pirate Earth's bright gold for halide lamps, brought gold molds, but they had planned on far too few. They crossed their own genes with Earth apes, filled camps with hybrid minor slaves that were no scamps, programmed with genes for sex and gold and work. Their females' lack of estrus was no quirk. No wonder then that man so quickly burst on planet Earth without a direct link to distant hominids that walked here first. Plus, livestock, bread grains, fruit trees, in one blink of Darwin's eye, these snatched man from the brink of starving in the deluge's aftermath and rooted him in agriculture's path. That deluge 13,000 years ago was not just rain, or where would it subside? Elliptic Nibiru slow to and fro, past Earth so close that, moonlike, it shanghaied from southern ocean basins deep and wide a great slow surge made up of all those seas, left Noah beached on Ararat with ease. And how explain degrees? Base 60, pressed in once wet tablets of Euphrates clay, if not by scribes that astronauts attest. 10 fingers count sweet-smelling stacks of hay, can tally sheep in folds and those astray, but cannot calculate trajectories or chart a spaceship sailing solar seas. Just at the moment I think I'll melt down, a much worse load sweeps through my shoulders, back, and thighs. A shout, "Whoopee! We've reached the crown!" I too ease off. We stop. Light-hearted yak. Despite the Stonewalk's message, there's no lack of play. A young gal poses as a hick beside an egg farm sign, $2 a chick. I cannot spot my soulmate who's behind, too far, I hope, to see or note the chick affair. Guys laughing, masking males, near blind pursuit of sex and gold, the gal's heart-sick, acculturated pose for one more brickbat flung at her unfathomed self-esteem. And guys say gals are equals on the team. We mill. My better half and I meet up. She too observed the chick stunt, felt dismay. Our leader guzzles water from a cup. We thank him for the courage they display, opposing war, which makes of most folks prey, and for the chance to take part in their walk. Thanks for your feet, he says, worth more than talk. We turn and spot the gentle Buddhist monks, must say goodbye to them. The elder draws from his shirt pocket 3 odd paper chunks. Your kids? My origami peace dogs. Paws reach out, palms up. You like? You clap? Applause? Oh yeah! Real cool! Thank you! Smiling, they say. All smiling, we shake hands and move away. The grandkids clamor round and ask for drinks, so at the yellow deli we sit down, we guzzle. Grandma asks what each one thinks about this Stonewalk they helped bring to town. They grope for words. The youngest plays the clown. I leave their chatter and bring round the car. We parked a mile away. Not all that far. Well, that's the poem. I hope you enjoyed it. It takes a little more effort to follow something that's a little more complex and deeper and indeed strange. Outlandish, one of my critics called that poem. In any way, in the event, this would not be complete if I did not invite you to jamiesonspoetry.com, where you may find a video library, including this video, plus the texts which accompany it. And of course, if you've been there and done that, you could check out a book on Amazon.com. When you're there, just simply search under books for Leland Jamieson. And thank you for joining me today.